Not showing up now. The one healing. Cheese.
So you're talking about the Foji pack?
Yeah, the Foji pack. Like, I download that huge ass thing and it's not even showing up on my weak core.
You might have to reload or just hasn't downloaded all the way.
You actually, when you hit escape and hit escape to the main menu and click on add-ons, do you see weak auras in your add-on file?
Yeah, I have weak auras. I'm literally clicking it on my minimap. And the weak auras not showing up in the list of weak auras, the one that I download.
Oh, you got flask you fat. Drop you or give you a few. Let's see. Just find them real quick. Oh, I'm tripping out. Let me find it in my bags. There you go. There you go. I've got plenty. I've got fucking 4 sets here in my inventory.
Like, why is it not there? I mean, it was huge. It was like 100 or 1,000 or something.
Yeah, it's a massive pack. I mean, it might not have downloaded all the way yet.
It's probably at the bottom of your list if you've got a big list. It's the better tier 10.
Is that you, Joy?
To be fair, I've got the same issue importing it. Just imports the group and no content within. Kinda scuffed.
Or playing a from Arugal. Years.
Yeah. Lotus if you want. Actually, Mahogany, I mean, if you want to just be a third tank on this, it helps with the cleave damage. It makes it a bit easier. But yeah, we'll have the Hunter bait it, so like when the whirlwind starts, just try to bait it, just run to the far corner of the room. And if you need a bop, you can call for a bop. But yeah, basically we're going to stack up with melee, or melee's going to stack up with melee. We're going to just kind of stay around each other. But obviously when the spikes go up, just burn them down. When whirlwind starts, make sure you're running away from it. Again, we're going to bait the whirlwind, so the Hunter is trying to go to that far corner of the room. Like that far right side if you're looking at the box right now. And then outside of that, healers, pally, just make sure you're bopping people if they get low. Help the healers out. Use your sultans if you need to, but try to stay up and live through the whirlwind. Pretty much all it is. Breaking people out, living through the whirlwind. So let's get the Discord serial summon her back up and her.
I'm zoning out to see if it'll make it load.
Gotcha. You can always slash reload if you haven't.
I tried that, it didn't work.
Let me set Mahogany as a tank roll real quick. Straight. You can throw the soul stones on the healers. It's probably gonna be prio. Hex shouldn't drop here. Or just toss them on the like Rested Druid, maybe Holy Valleys. Disc is probably not a bad option either. Probably do Disc, one of the Holy Valleys, and Rested Druid. And I don't know if everybody has Pally Power for PTR, but I'm just buffing Might. So you can do Wisdom, Nema, you can do Kings, and Azam, you can do Sank.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody's here. Let's get a pull, let's get ripping. Again, just make sure you're popping defenses, all that kind of shit for the spikes or the whirlwinds. And focus don't use the spikes whenever they get popped. Yeah, we're gonna have Kazam main tank. Kazam actually, that was the holy belly in your 10-man group earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just getting those buffs out. Looks like some people still need some of those buffs.
Ball playing, you may have to go to the left-hand ramp. I think this other DK wants to start on the right.
Okay, this is not my I can put wisdom on those who don't have it. Sure. Alright. Should be straight. Do one more ready check and we'll get a full timer going. Thanks. You guys have assist for full timers or any marks you might need as well.
Now, who's standing outside again? Sorry.
It's really up to you tanks, but we'll have you Kazam main tank primarily through this whole run. Alright, I'm marking myself square for the melee stack, just stick near me. And then range, you can stack near. With lightly spread, was just kind of stay stacked with each other for the most part. Alright, if you're ready, go ahead and pull timer, let's get it ripping.
Three, two, one.
The scourge will walk
Go ahead and send a loss.
as a swarm.
Stand on, and we'll just move to the left if we get it.
I can't cast that yet.
Yep.
Spikes. That's still recharging.
Bound
I
by
can't cast that
bow.
yet.
Spikes. Break it
That's
out,
still
break it out.
recharging.
Good job.
That spell isn't ready yet. Fire. That's still recharging. Spikes. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Bring out the spikes. Maybe can help on it.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready
Yeah,
yet.
pop your healers if needed.
I can't cast that yet.
Tanks just come this wall over here.
That's still recharging.
Yep.
That spell isn't ready yet. Fire. I can't do that yet. I can't cast that yet.
Use a lot rock,
That isn't ready yet.
defensives.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Just gonna stop after this bone storm. Don't stand in the middle. You don't need to clean.
Prior be resident of those healers.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Watch the cleave. Stand behind if you can.
That's still recharging. Spikes. I can't cast that yet.
Get sell up if we can. Knock the people out.
That spell isn't ready yet. Fire. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. Fire. That spell isn't ready yet.
Bring these people out.
Fire. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Alright.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Get
That's
away.
still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
We bubbled any
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still
Get
recharging.
B-res on that tank.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. Spikes. I can't cast that yet.
Bring him out.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Spikes.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Break him down. Break him down.
I'm dead.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that
Yeah, if
yet.
you whirlwind soon, we might be able to. Yeah, he's bonus normally. Just try to stay alive, range, try to
That
finish him
spell
off.
isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
I'm off healing you range.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't
Fire.
ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Ready, kind of, I guess. Dot him up.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that
Spikes.
Damnation.
That spell isn't ready yet.
The only escape is death.
So close.
Languish.
Spikes.
Damnation. The only escape.
Yeah, if we got two demos, one of y'all can go affliction.
Yeah, if I can go, I would like to.
Uh,
The other
That's
one
your block,
is the Russian lad.
Gotcha, yeah. I'm pretty sure Destra locks in, like, OG ICC were actually pretty good.
Yeah, Destro scales mad with haste later on. Good for replenishment as well.
Yeah, it's me, they're way more enjoyable to play, but the only thing really we need to fix there is just need to keep healers up in Whirlwind. We have healers up and we're straight, but overall, everybody had the mechanics down, so even for a full pug, that was actually a really good attempt. Yeah, I mean, we burned too many B-reses too. Some people dropped in that first whirlwind. If we had a B-res on the that tank that dropped, would have been perfectly fine. Yeah, I'll put you in a Draenei. Alright. This group should be better. Alright. That shit, yeah, group 4 does no one. Let me see. Let me see what I can do. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I got you, Ned. Alright. Should be straight. Alright, tanks, you guys can pull timer whenever. Tech ID is ready.
Three, two, one.
The scourge
That's
will
still
walk
recharging.
over
That spell isn't ready yet.
as a
That's still
swarm
recharging.
of death and
I can't cast that yet.
destruction.
Fire. That's still recharging.
Stick around.
Break them out.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. Spikes. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready
Bound
yet.
by
That's still
foes.
recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Break them out.
Still recharging.
Storm.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that
Again,
yet.
here's defensive, slot cookies, whatever you need.
That's still recharging.
Alleys help popping some of the healers if they get low.
Fire. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't
Alright,
cast
let's
that
get
yet.
Nema back up. We can get the block back up as well.
I can't cast that yet.
Rebuff that alley.
Recharging. Spikes. That spell isn't ready
By
yet.
foes.
Break them out.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Yeah.
Get innovate Nema, please.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready. Spikes. I can't cast that yet.
The only
Break them
Fire.
out.
That's still recharging. Fire. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Run away, run away.
Recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. Fire. That spell isn't ready yet. Fire. That's still recharging.
Get Anima up first.
Can't cast that yet. Fire. Not ready yet. Fire. That's
You res those healers.
That spell is fire.
bound by
cast that yet.
foes.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Languish
a target.
damnation.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Bound by foes.
Can I get a paints up, please?
Break them out.
Languish damnation.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Bone storm!
Super wide. Just run to the front of the It's less the bones, it's more just the whirlwinds. We're kind of clumping up a little bit. And we can do a little bit better job baiting them. Might assign just like one of the other casters to give other side as well.
You've got
Like, well,
a lot of people to spread in the middle, and the bait is happening by other people other than what should be assigned. And then people just need to move out of flames. And then a lot of people just need to back off during the storm and just don't stand too close to the two baits. Just try to stand more in the middle.
yeah, that's pretty much the strat. Is like you have one bait on each side, and then everybody just clumps up as a group and let it bounce, just ping pong back and forth behind off those two baits.
Yeah, he does have a max range, yes. Exactly, and people are so spread that's why the hunter can't grab the bait. People just need to be more in the center of the room. I'll drop some flares.
It'll help a lot too with like our chain heals and just their splashes.
If we've got enough range sitting on the outside, maybe the Holy Palace can stand in with the melee. They don't have to worry about moving for flames. Well, so Hunter's either going to go, he will go left side, but he'll probably go either here or he'll go hard up against the wall, which he won't be able to do the flares. But you sort of want to have, where's my other flares? Here we are. Everyone sort of wants to be between here and here. You don't want to be past the hunter or the tank. You sort of just want to be inside a boxed area, inside that ring, underneath where Lord Marika is now. So don't go past those points. That way the bait will go to the hunter, and then us tanks will start over the other side and we'll get that down for you. If you just spread in the middle 6 yards from each other, you can double stack on. You don't have to get too anal about it. You don't want to be too close. Everyone's going to take damage from the Bone Storm no matter where in the room you are. If you outrange your healers, you're not going to get heals. You need to be close enough but spread a little bit. You don't want to be back here in the room, and you don't want to be hard up against the back of the wall there. Just let those assigned who are bait.
Can we assign designated healers and range DPS that break people out to quadrants?
I mean, everyone should be switching to bone spikes.
No, I mean just to make sure that there's, in every corner of the room during that phase, there's always going to be a healer in that area. Sometimes I'll be in an area and I don't see anybody else in that area.
It's 40-yard heal range. You just stay unless you're the hunter, everyone should only be 20 yards as a ranged DPS out from the boss. The melee stack hard up underneath the boss, and then the tanks are on the other side. And then when the bait goes across, you still stay in that middle area, just spread a little bit, not like 6 yards apart. You shouldn't be in quadrants. It should be pretty close.
I'm talking about then the other phase when he's running spinning all over the room.
I'm talking about that one too.
Yeah, because essentially we're going to be, so where that green mark is right now, that's where our hunter's baiting, like just anywhere along that perimeter. I only have green flares, I don't have any whites on me, so where I'm tossing this like extra green flare, like if you need to heal the hunter, which you shouldn't have to, I mean, you're going to be close enough within range, but you're basically going to stay within that circle, like in between those white smoke flares. So it won't be a worry. But again, like we'll help out too. Like Pally's just bubble any healers that get low. Those gonna be the priority. That way they can just keep spam healing the raid. Like we shouldn't need to split into like quadrants or anything like that. Maybe if we try a different strat, but how we're doing it, we shouldn't need to. All right, and just be aware of the whirlwind. Make sure that you're not drifting too far, not too close to the hunter. That way he gets the bait, and we should be a lot better suited for this fight. All right, let's run it.
Everyone's ready?
Yep.
Oh wait, hold on.
I'll cancel that. I'll
lock
cancel
swap back to demo.
Sorry? Yeah,
The other
sorry.
lock swap back to demo.
I'll cancel the pool.
Yeah. I'm gonna go after you. Sorry, I just saw that now.
I'll do a pool 20. You should be heaps.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
Okay.
And no, I don't wanna be alone.
3, 2, 1.
The scale
I can't
will
cast
wash over
That's still recharging.
as a
That
Send
spell
it
is
plus.
radiant.
death.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. Spikes. That spell isn't ready yet.
I'll get the first D-sack on Bone Storm.
Fire. Still recharging.
Spark it back.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. Fire. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Man, just make sure you scoot it up far enough to where you're not getting hit by that fire.
Bone Storm coming soon.
Break that shit out first. Break them
Fire
out.
isn't ready yet.
I've D-sacked.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Stay inside more of the center.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. Fire. I can't cast that yet.
Yeah, no, you're bubbled. Get Severyn back up. We'll get them both up actually.
More bones
Get the tank up.
Spikes.
bound by bone.
Knock the spikes out. Rebuff Mahogany. You get Severyn up that second B-res.
Spikes.
The only escape.
Break them out. Get that healer up.
Bone storm.
Stay mid, let them bait. Use those defensives. this transition's much cleaner.
Get out. Walk behind boss quickly. Move behind boss quickly. Yep.
Spikes.
Bone spike. Break it out.
Break him out. Also, I'll just beat res on anybody that's down. Doesn't matter who. If we have them, use them.
Spikes.
Graveyard's coming out. Break him out. Break him out. Whirlwind's gonna come out soon. 8 seconds on Whirlwind.
I'll get first T-Sack. Tank's down.
Bone storm.
Pop any defenses you have if you have them.
Good go.
Here we go. A little rough, but it's much better on the transitions. Fat caster shield. Like
Res people.
Yeah, so second boss might do 2, maybe 3 attempts on heroic, but it is like one of the top 2 hardest bosses in here right now. In like a full pug group or majority pug group, probably pretty tough, but we'll see how it goes. It's like 1, maybe 2 attempts. But if not, then we're just gonna move through the other shit.
Guys, on the tank and on resing people, you healers need to stay back and res people.
You can run into this teleporter to the end.
We'll get everyone, probably just single pull, and we'll get everyone line of sight back here in the corner. Everyone just come to the star, come into the corner, come into the corner. Who's those 2 people?
Alex multiple too.
You have found your way here because you are among the few gifted with true vision in a world cursed with blindness. You can see through the fog that hangs over this world like a shroud and grasp where true power lies. Fix your eyes upon your crude hands. The single
Other side.
soft meat, the dark blood
Look on here.
coursing within. It is a weakness, a crippling flaw, a joke played by the creators upon their own creations. The sooner you come to accept your condition as a defect, the sooner you will find yourselves in a position to transcend it.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Nice script.
Through our master, all things are possible. His power is without limit, and his will unbending. Those who oppose him will be destroyed utterly.
I can't cast that
And
yet.
those who serve
You
wholly,
can come in.
unquestioningly, with utter devotion of mind and soul.
These ads, you'll get a debuff. You get it on you, just run out of the raid.
Beyond your ken.
That's still recharging. It's not ready yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
That's the debuff. Skull, move out of the raid. Move out of the
Spell
raid.
isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. I can't use that item yet. That's still recharging. I can't
Alright, I'm
cast
back.
that yet.
Sorry about that.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have melee stack on me. We'll get two sides, so we'll have half of us split on me. I have myself marked square. So some of the melee are gonna be starting right here, and the other half of the melee you're gonna be on the other side, just directly inverse to that pillar, just that left pillar. Range and stack in the back, so you'll be stacking back here. So we're stacking back here. Basically, once the guys start, we're start nuking the boss. Once ads come out, we're gonna have tanks drag them to the pillars. So you're gonna drag them like right here, and then on the other side, I'll mark it as well. Just give me 1 second. Like right here. Basically, we're gonna click the hell out of the ads. Whenever the mind controls go out, make sure that we stop the cleave damage. And recycling them. So druids, very important. You guys cycling them. If not, we're going to fuck a lot of people over. But make sure we get those cyclones out. Again, we're leaving those ads anytime they get up. And then once the mind controls go out, we're cycloning them, and we're stopping that AoE DPS. That's basically all it is. To do is just a repeat. Yeah,
Put some
and then
images in for you in general chat.
yeah, and then we're gonna have some that we either melee needs to hop on them, or range needs to hop on them. If somebody can call them, that'd be huge. I mean, I can help pick up on calling on them, but not the best at it. But outside of that, that's pretty much it in terms of like the first phase. Is just going to be a repeat of that about 3 times over. Then once we hit the second phase. And the biggest thing is too, we need to time the transition to the second phase. Like, we want to make sure that we have the ads down before we transition. Once we transition, we're going to be dragging the boss towards the center of the room, sort of back here. Usually I do it to like stairs. Basically drag to the stairs. And the biggest thing in phase 2 is the ghost that will come out. If you see like the purple ghost, run the fuck away from him. If you think you're far enough away, you probably aren't. It has a huge blast radius. I think it's like 20 yards, 10 yards, some shit like that.
Yeah, 20.
So it's pretty far. Just make sure that you're running away from them. Outside of that, we're going to have ads come out. When ads come out, we need to transition onto the ads as quick as possible. Just burn them down, hop back under the boss, and avoid those, the purple ghosts. That's pretty much it. Tanks, honestly, I don't play a tank. I'm not the best person to advise on what to do. But just make sure that you're, bouncing threat as needed on whatever. I know it's kind of a weird fight for tanks, so like I said, I'm not the best person to advise on what to do, but
I can help out with that if you like. Everyone just go to general at the top, text, click on that, you'll see 3 images. Once you have a look at the first image is the ad spawning on the outside. We're going to pull them up around those corners. We need silencers on the Colts, and that will come in. Where that square is, or where I've just put that green flare where the boss is, can I get a Hunter's Frost Trap for all of phase 1, please? Healers across the back wall, range DPS behind that. Melee behind the boss. The tanks are going to drag the adds in around the column. These adds cleave. If you're a melee and you're staying in front of them, you will die. You need to stand behind the boss until we get them onto the Frost Trap, and then stand behind the adds and nuke them in. During all this, all mages and druids are on decurse duty. You must decurse immediately. If you don't, the person will be locked out of their spells for 20 seconds. The adds can be reincarnated, and when they do, they need to focus. It's always adds before boss. If one of them gets empowered, you need to get it. Each one of these adds, like a fanatic, can only be hit by casters, and the Colts can only be DPS by physical attacks. Other than that, once the mana is gone to 0, it goes into phase 2. We don't want to go into phase 2 with a fresh lot of adds up. We want to get the adds down first and then push in down. When that happens, we'll drag back down to here. Gastor Cedar, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, and myself will be fighting for threat. Gastor Cedar, you probably take threat first, burn it, punch as much threat as you can in while you don't have debuff. The debuff will stack to 5 stacks, during which time I will try catch up and take threat. Now, only one side will spawn adds, either left or right behind the stairs. Mahogany, can you please pick up those adds? They can explode, so just keep them out to the outside. In phase 2, the only reason we're going to die is decurses or ghost. Don't tunnel. There is a picture, the second picture will show you what a ghost looks like. They're hard to see. They'll run at a random person. If you're standing next to that random person and you're inside the 20 yards, you also will probably die. Interrupt boss when you can. You can't interrupt Frostbolt volley, but you can the rest. And it's literally just don't tunnel, live. Melee, you're going to have a hard time looking for those ghosts, but it's literally, if you get that, this boss goes down.
Yep. Cool. Well, let's run it. Let's give it a shot. Let's see how bright throughs does. But again, if we don't have it close in like 1, maybe 2 attempts, then we'll probably just move past it. But it is a tougher fight for the majority of kills in general. So we'll see how it goes and go from there. So we'll have melee just go ahead and stack up on squares on this pillar. Half y'all on this pillar, half y'all on the other pillar. So
all the healers can come back to start now. You can walk in right behind the boss. You can come in, all healers around the back here. Range as well. Melee, you'll stand behind the boss until the adds are in. Can we get...
And sometimes we won't have the adds like perfectly close enough to cleave both sides at the same time. Druid.
Alright, we're pulled. We go.
Let's go ahead.
Pass upon this hallowed ground.
Make sure we get kicks on these adds to bring Frost Trap down.
Take this blessing and
So he goes
show
out
these
far.
intruders a taste.
Watch out
to the Frost Trap.
That's another thing.
Face the adds away from the raid.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
MC.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still
Powerless to
recharging.
resist my
Right, because it
will.
cycles out, stop the AoE.
Still recharging.
Don't kill your friends.
I can't cast that yet. That's
Get him back
still
up.
recharging.
Arise and
That spell
exalt
isn't ready
in
yet.
your pure form.
Let's back up. Try to get better heads up too on when to
I
stop.
can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
I release you from
Thanks, bring the adds in the middle so they can be
You
DPS.
need to kite the resurrected fanatics. You can't tank them.
weak,
That spell
powerless
isn't
to
ready yet.
resist my will.
I can't cast that yet.
Move.
Do you yet grasp the futility of your actions?
That's still recharging.
Just keep going then.
This
That's
so people can
blessing
see
and
the fight.
show these
But that's pretty much all it is. You have ads coming from both sides. Leave them down. Make sure you're getting cyclones out once we stop the AoE. And essentially, there's just 3 waves of ads that come out, and that's really when it should be phased. So I mean, we had it at 22% in mana. That's really, like I said, that's all it is. It's a repeat. Yeah, just make sure that we're getting the cycles out, stopping the AoE DPS, and then whenever those fanatics transform, tanks, just make sure you're hiding them away because they'll one-shot you. Same with everybody else, just watch your threat on them. Yeah. But it was really skeptical, but at least it gives a glimpse of the fight to some people that might not have as much experience with it. Yeah, we're gonna do one more just so like people who are coming for experience might be able to just see phase 2. But then we can sit on normal. So we'll do it one more attempt, and yeah, again, if we don't get it the next attempt, then we'll just sit in normal, keep it moving. Like everybody's seeing this fight pretty good bit of times, and there's some other bosses that are probably more interesting for some to get to.
Oh, lol. Is that person in Discord?
The Master's sanctum has been disturbed.
That threw me out. I thought somebody pulled for a second.
Is there somewhere to buy reagents up at the front when you zone in?
I mean, I've got repair bots there throughout.
Two people left. No, it's not worth the drain mana. Just do damage.
Alright, we're gonna make this next build real quick. And fuck with that. Just get a summoning stone down, sell a red animal, summon you back up. Here at the Anima.
Again, all druids are on Cyclone duty for MCs, and all druids and mages are on DKs. Mahogany, do you want to get the one coming from, like myself? This, I'll get the left-hand side. I've got silence abilities.
Oh yeah, just hug those walls if you go into the backside. Melee, just don't run to the middle of the boss. Just go to the pillars. Once you have everybody in position, I'll send a ready check. I'll swap Wiz once we pull. Don't worry about it. I'll on the shamans. But yeah, somebody kings the DKs if we haven't already. Thank you. All right. Cool. Thanks, kid. Go ahead, pull timer.
Three, two, one.
What is this disturbance? You dare trespass upon this hallowed ground?
I don't think Morgan is in Discord.
Your final resting place. I release you from
Get that
the
clean damage
curse
out.
of flesh.
Watch out for that. Get out of the green.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready.
All right. Stop the AoE. Watch out for that fanatic.
Weak, powerless to
Somebody get Mahogany up.
will.
That's still recharging. That spell
Jump up
isn't
to the
ready yet.
heads.
I can't cast that yet.
Arise and exult in your pure
Somebody be Res Mahogany.
form.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Pop him back up.
I release you from the curse of flesh.
I can't cast that yet.
MC.
You are weak.
Stop the AoE. Stop the AoE. Stop the AoE.
Resist my will.
Sorry,
That
Clone.
spell isn't ready yet.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna send it on normal, but at least you guys got pleasant experience seeing the fight if you haven't already.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Arise and exult in your pure form.
I can't cast that yet.
You
MC.
Still
are weak,
recharging.
powerless to resist my will.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Arise and exult in your pure form.
That ability isn't ready
Take
yet.
this blessing and show these intruders a taste of Master's power.
MC.
Weak, powerless to resist my will.
Alright, run back in. We'll swap into normal just to get this buff out of the way, and we'll get to some of the other bosses. We'll do heroic attempts on. Just obviously this boss needs a lot of coordination, and if you haven't played with each other and on skills and shit, it's a lot tougher to hug and try to get everybody on the same page.
Well, the healing frames, it looked like people were down to friendly fire, but I don't know what the healers thought. They
Yeah, maybe
get mind control and then get killed.
Yeah, I mean, basically every single roll on this boss has something that can fuck up and wipe the raid. Like just knocking the cyclones out, tanks not fighting. There's a lot of shit. So it's probably one of the most coordinated bosses in here. Again, I think people said it's like the second hardest boss. Yeah.
Yeah, Storfang's a lot harder than this. So it's Professor Putricide, Sindragosa, Blood Queen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same shit, just everything's a lot squishier. All the damage is a lot squishier, so just get back. We'll have the same strat. We'll mow through it. Everything doesn't hit nearly as hard. Again, you haven't all seen now the first phase, obviously, but just to reiterate, the second phase, just watch out for ghosts when ads come out. It's down as quick as possible, and that's pretty much it. Let's get those buffs out, I'll send a ready check, and we'll get this cleared real quick. I mean, it also doesn't help that we don't have a third druid outside the ethereal cyclone. Kind of tough having him push cyclone. Alright, so you're ready to check. Okay, some full power, whatever.
Three, two, one.
What is this disturbance? You dare trespass upon this hallowed ground? This shall be your final resting place! I release you from the curse of flesh!
Pretty sure there's no green,
That spell isn't ready yet.
yeah, there is a green area.
Still recharging.
Yeah, you have to skull it. Everyone has to switch to skull. Hard.
MC. That spell isn't ready yet.
Powerless to resist my
I
will!
can't cast that yet.
Adds over boss.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell is
Hold off on DPS. Let's get a next set of ads. Or fade it out.
Arms are out on normal.
I can't cast that yet.
Enough!
Phase 2.
I see I must take matters into my own hands!
I'll finish up those ads first.
It's too far away. That's still recharging.
Watch out for ghosts, run away.
Move. That spell isn't ready yet.
Need to move the boss,
Cast that yet.
maybe?
That's still recharging. I
MC.
can't cast that yet.
Powerless
That's
to
still
resist my
recharging.
will!
I'm gonna build through it.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
You move the boss to the stairs, please, Mahogany. Yep, to the picture and general chat. Keep moving back.
Isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Run away from those ghosts. Once ghosts and these next ads are down, we'll send the last call for it.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Watch the ghosts coming into melee. They're coming into melee.
Run away, run away, run away, run away.
You are
MC.
weak. Powerless to resist
Just send it last and we'll finish them off.
It's still recharging.
Just hard focus boss. Watch out for ghosts.
Do you yet grasp the futility of your actions? All part of the
You're the normal.
Master's plan! Your end is inevitable!
isn't ready yet.
Thank goodness you arrived when you did, heroes. Orgrim's hammer has already left. Quickly
It's
now,
not ready
to the
yet.
Skybreaker. If you leave soon, you may be able to catch them.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Next boss is a dragon. Cleave, tail swipe, the whole lot, stand at the knee.
Appreciate it.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Aye, aye.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Let me go ahead and swab it back.
Just the goblin on the left, just talk to orange, don't talk to the middle.
What's up? Have a good one.
It'll be in your bags, put it on your chat.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real.
Okay, so cannons have two abilities. 1 and 2. 1, just normal fire, shoot, shoot, shoots. You'll gain heat. 2 releases the heat. You don't want to get to 100 heat, you'll jam up the gun. The idea is all the range and all the range DPS and healers will stand on this edge now of Mark Star. You will be targeting and killing the axe throwers on the other side along here. All the melee jump into cannons. Once the cannons get frozen, there'll be a sorcerer or mage that spawns in the middle of the other gunship. So like on our gunship is the middle, it'll spawn here. DPS to run across with 1 healer and just kill that mage and then jump back. Probably get Cass, the DK tank, to jump across and pick up Sorfang and then take him in the left hand side corner. When you jump over, just make sure you keep clear of that left corner as he cleaves and you can die. The portal will spawn over here. I'll take the portal ad with the melee, and as they spawn we'll just kill them. Once the sorcerer dies, jump back. Tank's the last one to jump back. That's fine.
Somebody started and left the fucking alley.
Hold on to your hats.
And yeah, who do we lose? Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Ordered.
What in the world is that?
Yeah, if you're in the gun, don't hop out while it's moving. You'll die.
And don't waste your heat.
Horde sailing in fast and hot. Evasive action.
All ranged DPS get along the edge, get ready to attack the axe throwers. Attack all the axe throwers. Healers heal them.
Cowardly dogs, you blindsided.
Dodge the rocket strikes, the circles on the ground when they come.
That spell isn't ready.
Not me battle.
Don't overheat it, remember to use ability 2.
I need to get
But I got a score to settle.
You can just spam 1 to 2, just like 1 and 2 back and forth. It actually does more damage.
In this sun island fortress without a fight.
You don't have to worry about overheating it either.
We're taking hold
I
on
can't
it.
cast that
Get a
yet.
battle mage out here to shut
That
down
spell
those
isn't
cannons.
ready yet.
Jump.
That's still recharging.
Waiting for the
That
tank
spell
to go.
isn't ready yet. I can't cast that
Did
yet.
the tank go? Cass?
Yeah, he went.
hop over if you haven't.
Isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Once that mage dies, get back, and then tank's the last one, jump back. Jump back now.
It's too far away.
Kill Axeros.
I'm out of range. I can't cast that yet.
What's this then? You won't
That
be
spell
taking
isn't
this
ready
son of
yet.
Ironforge's vessel without a fight.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Get a battle mage out here to shut down those cannons.
I can't cast that yet.
Jump.
That's still recharging.
Or jump off. Or crawl.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Get back.
Axe throwers, hurl faster. Reavers, sergeants, attack. What's this then? You won't be taking this son of Ironforge's vessel without a fight.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Jump.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Rocketeers, reload! Axe throwers, hurl
That's still
faster.
recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Rocketeers, reload! Reavers, sergeants, attack!
I can't cast that yet.
What's this then? You won't be taking this son of Ironforge's vessel without a fight.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Axe throwers, hurl
Jump.
faster! Axe throwers, hurl faster!
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Axe
That
throwers,
spell isn't
hurl
ready yet.
faster! Rocketeers, reload!
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Reavers, sergeants,
I
attack!
need to get closer.
Don't say I didn't warn you, scoundrels. What's this then? You won't be taking this son of Ironforge's vessel without a fight.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Yo, sorry, I had a power cut.
Are you straight? Does anybody know if they fix the SAR thing? Rage, buff, whatever.
What was it?
Like in first, the first PTR, he was overhealing, or he was over generating rage. I think he was generating like 80 rage or some shit like that instead of like 20.
I haven't seen that on either PTR. We killed it on heroic twice.
Yeah, I mean, it was dual. It made it a lot tougher though, but just
We're doing this. We're gonna have a crack at heroic, are we?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was asking the question, because if they did, then... Okay, I mean, we can give it a attempt or two. I'll just see how it goes, but...
Boomy, can you come to star? Get the Boomy to star. Okay, Nima, can you come to star, please? Can you turn on your Righteous Fury as well, please? Zella Cat to star. Zella Cat, please.
Stella, the Holy Pally, just go to Star.
Come to star, please. Star. This is where you just turn on Righteous Fury, please, and you can heal from here.
Yeah, we can't res you if you're on ship. Just run in. There's teleporter. It'll teleport you right to us.
Righteous Fury, please. Turn on. Awesome, thank you. So the Boomy will knock him back as they come. No, you stay here. So that's your location, the whole fight. Stay there. So the Boomy will knock him back when they come. 5 Blood Beasts will spawn. The one that spawns where Star is now, the melee will stun it, kidney it, kill it. All the rest will be killed by the range. We'll get the other healers here, so we'll go... the other healers just line up across here. 1, 2, and 3. Hunter can choose a pretty close spot somewhere at the front. He has to put his trap down, frost trap down. The idea is that we get all the range to pull all the threat on the ads and pull them back. That's why the Holy Pallies have their righteous, hopefully with the marks, they start to come out, they run straight at them and the Boomy knocks them back into the trap. Pretty much this fight, 2 tank, taunt on, can't remember the debuff, anyway. There's another ability that comes out, Boiling Blood. You can bop that early and that'll stop his blood power generation. So that's also a good strat. We need to assign marks for healing them, beacons and marks, we need to assign them. So the first mark will have Nima. You beacon the first mark. Stella, you will beacon the second mark. And then Nima, you will heal the third mark directly, which means Stella, you'll be the only pally healing the tanks at that point. The fourth mark, if I'm not tanking and we do a tank swap, as soon as I'm free, I will DI the fourth mark. That fourth mark, you just sit in that DI and you don't move. I will have a soul stone on myself, please, from one of the warlocks, and also put a soul stone on Holy, the ret pally. Yeah, you're fine there, man. And then he will also need a soul stone, and he will DI the 5th mark. When we get back up, we'll need rebuffs. But the rebuffs will have to come from the DPS druids and the DPS priest, not the healing, as the tanks will be taking damage. So Slimes, if you put your whose SS have we got left? Who hasn't put their SS out yet?
I already put mine on Anima.
Who's that?
Anima, the druid, Resto druid.
The soulstone?
Yeah. Oh, I put mine on there, sorry.
No, there's no need for a third tank in this fight. Other than that, it's pretty much, let's have a look at it. Have a look. All the range you need to focus down, single target, seeds, all that sort of stuff. 95% reduction. So AoE will not work on the blood beasts. Do not pop army during this fight unless you pop it right at the start at 10 seconds before the boss starts. Run off the active timer off Foji pack. Otherwise, do not pop army at all. This is a DPS race, so You can use your cooldowns at the start, but you want them back up at 30%. Do not last until 30%. What have I missed? Soulfang. Save Trank and Divine Hymn for 30%. Save cooldowns to that. Don't die to the mark. Stick to the assignments. Boom, boom, Hunter's Drop Frost Trap, Boomy to do the first knockback. Fire Mages, you can do a knockback on the sides. So that's right, get a Fire Mage 1 here, please. Which I think I've already got. Yep, cool. And the other Fire Mage, can we get 1 to take this Warlock spot? And can I get the Warlock probably in a different position? Because I want the push back if you guys grab aggro. You don't have Blast Wave, cool. You don't have Blast Wave, cool.
We also have a Destruction Warlock, keep in mind, so we need to stun.
Yeah, no worries. Melee, try not to pull threat or take hits from the Blood Beast. Tanks, watch your cleaves during that time as well. If you can chains the ads or stun the ads as they're running off, please try to help them out. Other than that, on the boss. Over to you, Holly, whatever you want to do.
What were you saying? Sorry.
You can take over now, do the pool, whatever else.
This is a pretty good explanation. I'm just gonna send an attempt here.
I haven't got any Soulstone on me, or you probably haven't got one on you either.
Yeah, if we have Soulstones that we can use, toss them on myself and toss them on Kazan. Let's see. We have 1 out. Okay, yeah, we should still have 2 up. I don't see anybody else Soulstone. But yeah, toss 1 on Kazam and 1 on myself. Holy smokes and Kazam. There we go.
Yeah, I got one.
Just need 1 on myself. We threw that last one up. We'll just figure out who still has one.
Cass, can you come onto Star? We'll face this way. Or the melee DPS can stay at the back. Pass to Slider.
Let's see, start on these. Did you toss yours out? Did you toss your Soulstone out, right?
I've got my Soulstone, yeah?
No, it's stuck on these.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll just have to rock with this. We need to de-res me. I asked that other lock, the funky ass name, is on cooldown, so I don't know if. I'm assuming he tosses out on somebody, but it is what it is. Yeah, let's just send it. Trying not to spend too much time here. So we did start late, but. Alright, we can go ahead and start it. No need for a full timer here. Again, DK, just make sure that you're arming. Just do it early, like 15 seconds even. Just, we really, really don't want to have those armies up for those ads. I've seen groups get fucked up on that over and over.
Can you talk to the guy and get a start, please?
Yep.
Yeah, you can taunt first.
Yeah, no, you can just start it. You're already back there.
So when they're active, so you should have 45 seconds now. When it hits 10 seconds, you can army. But if you miss that 10 seconds, don't army. No, you can do it at 10. Otherwise, you won't get your uptime.
Things are about to get much worse. Come, taste the power that the Lich King has bestowed upon me.
A lone orc?
Don't go off DBM timer, it's wrong.
Of the Alliance?
Army now or don't army at all?
Yeah, it looks like it's wrong by bicycle.
On the Lich King.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Taunt.
I can't cast that yet.
After taunt.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Blood base in 5 seconds. What's your AoE threat? Single
2.
target him.
1. I can't cast that yet.
Feast my minions.
Kite.
There's a blood beast on the melee.
Mark, I need to target something first. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Taunt. Taunt off me.
Still recharging. That spell isn't
Taunt off
ready
me, please. You're healing Soulfang for 60k. You gotta do it immediately.
yet. 2. 1. That's still recharging.
Feast my minions.
It's too far away. Mark. That spell isn't ready yet.
The ground runs red with your blood.
I'm out of range. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
You are nothing.
Getting him up 85.
I was the second mark.
Taunt.
Cast that yet.
First mark's dead.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready
Yeah,
yet.
no good.
It's alright.
I can't
People are
cast
getting to see what it is.
That's still recharging. 1. Adds.
Feast my
To be totally honest, I thought it was gonna go a little bit worse than that even.
minions red with your blood.
I need to get kite. I can't cast that yet.
You are nothing.
People get to see it.
Am I not supposed to bubble people with a mark?
No, you don't bubble them with Mark. You beacon them.
Ground runs red with your blood.
You
That's
beacon
that
them
was
up.
the Discord talking.
If they have boiling blood, you
Soul
can.
will find no
Boiling blood, you can bop the boiling blood off.
2. 1. Adds. Mark.
feast.
Oh, that was the Disc Priest bubble. Oh, you took it a different. You power word shield them if you want.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't, heal the boss by healing, or kind of like on the noob.
No, we have to heal them.
You want to heal those. If they die, then it heals the boss for 25%.
Okay, so just do like normal, just bubble everybody, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just checking and making sure, because you said something about him getting healed for 60k, and I was like, oh, I hope I
That was Caster, the
Healing
tank.
small.
So what happens is he puts a debuff on the tank, and the other tank needs a taunt. Now, while you've got that debuff on, every time he hits the tank, he heals himself for 60k per hit.
The other thing is for paladins that are watching the people for the blood boil, you want to try to save your bop for ones that are when the boss is at higher rage, because the boss does more damage as his rage is higher. So if you see one going out and he's at like 80-90%, it's a good time to use your bop.
Chasing stars can make you blind. I've always had what I needed. What I got right now.
We can back up. We'll just swap it to normal.
Yeah, just go normal, man. People haven't done their homework. They've come to see.
Yeah, I at least want to get at least each of the bosses that we come to one shot at least, so people can see it. I know it's kind of the idea of PTR, right? With the experience of fight, so. Luckily here, all the bosses on normal have the same mechanics as heroic. It's nothing different really, it's just how much they heal, how much they do damage, it's just scaled, so.
We killed first boss on heroic there, right?
Yep, first one, third one. split back up. Just get back into your same positions. Again, the fight's going to be the same. Just damage scaling and everything is going to be less. So we're not going to spend too much time on getting set up or anything like that. Just get back up to those original positions. Once everybody's buffed up, we're ready to check in. We're getting started.
Numa, can you tell me which mark you're beaconing, please?
On 3.
You're beaconing the first one, and you're direct healing 3. Stella, can you tell me which one you're beaconing, please?
What are these green things gonna stand in? Does it mess something up?
Warlock portals.
Stella?
Yeah. All wisdom, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I don't know this person who was healing the second second mark healed me because I died.
Yeah, I saw. That's what I'm asking. Stella, you need to beacon the second mark. Can you confirm? Is this dude even in here? No, I can't see his name.
I'll drop Discord link for him if he's not in here.
Sorry guys, just give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to sort out this. I'm not even getting a response from Seller. Can you try, Holly?
They said that they're not on Discord.
Blows my mind, man. If the mark dies, still gonna... Anyway, let's go.
I bet you joined.
I'm gonna get the first 2 just in case.
Alright. Let's talk, let's go. Everyone spread 12 yards. Just go /range 12. Make sure you spread.
Soldier that you killed. For every alliance dog that fell, the Lich King's armies grew. Even now, the Valkyr work to raise your fallen as Scourge. Things are about to get much worse.
Make sure Holy Pellies have Righteous Fury active.
The Lich King has bestowed upon me.
A lone orc against the might of...
Yeah, we'll let you know when to army.
Army now.
By the might
That's
of
still
the Lich
recharging.
King.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
On.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. 1. I can't cast that yet.
Feast my minions.
They're out.
It's too far away. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Torn off me, sorry. Yep.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
I got threat again? Oh, fuck.
1. Adds. That's still recharging.
Guys are out.
I need to get closer. Kite. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Melee, you need to be swapping to an ad and killing it.
That spell isn't ready
You guys are not even swapping at all.
I can't cast that yet. Mark. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still
Just turn and kill the left one.
I can't cast
Don't.
that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Again, 30%. We're going to be something less.
1. That spell isn't
Bend it.
That's still
Go
recharging.
ahead and set them down.
I can't cast that yet. Kite. Frenzy. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
What did the boss move for?
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Taunt it and pop cooldown. Use defense.
2. 1. Ads.
He moves because he gets large, dude.
Oh, okay.
Got maxing on.
Kite. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Good job, everyone.
I'm gonna try this like raw pace and
Thanks, boy. The
faster on heroic.
Gate. Such a tragic end. What in the? There in the distance.
Don't run forward, you pull.
The chill of this place freezes the marrow of my bones.
You can tap the portal
I
through.
can feel the Lich King reaching out. Watching us.
Soldiers, fall in! Looks like the Horde are coming to take another shot. Don't force me hand, Orc. We can't let you pass.
Behind you lies the body of my only son. Nothing will keep me from him.
Hey, we can't do it.
Oh, I'll grab this hat.
On your ship and we'll spare your life.
Go around.
Stand down, Muradin. Let a grieving father pass.
No cold kills Ilnok, Atar.
Oh, I'll grab this one as it comes around.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Hello. That's good.
Still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Oh, it's normal.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
We just lost the other tank.
Yeah, I'm looking for him right now.
Did he say he was leaving or just left? I didn't see.
I think it just dipped.
We going heroic or normal?
Normal, probably. Come this way, left. Where are we going? Did you want to go rot face or fisticut?
Do rot face.
But the soldiers who survived told me much of what happened.
Pulling these back.
Your son,
Look, I'm
honor.
just kind of multitasking, trying to find a place better too.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I don't have a target.
Stay here, don't move in, don't move in.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
One of our DKs is blood DPS. Just don't have attack fire buff without that blood DK tag. Got a good prop pellet at 151, but need the attack fire buff.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Make sure we're getting tricks. I can't grab all of this as it comes in.
That's still recharging.
Avoid. Explosion, careful. Melee.
Not ready yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Avoid.
Come here, kill it. Need a second tank to pull the big dogs.
Yeah, I have a prop pellet that's stacked. You want to join, but looking for a blood DK.
Yeah.
I just don't have the attack power buff.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Jaina, why are you crying?
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that
It was
yet.
nothing, Your Majesty. Just... I'm proud of my king.
Muradin.
Oh, the stacks of the dogs.
And
They're
prepare
not
our
this
soldiers
boss.
for an assault on the upper citadel. I'll send out another regiment from Stormwind.
That's still recharging.
Swap at 6. Yeah.
Right away, Your
That
Majesty.
spell isn't ready yet.
Kill this.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Come out of that room yet. Dog's coming. Just let him go because there's an ad behind it. I don't want to pull it at the same time.
Ready to work.
Grab Stinky first.
Something in the way I reached out for your way.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
The warrior, Fat Matt, will taunt.
That's still recharging. That
Desacked.
spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
D-Sack.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Good job.
You keep digging! You bang!
Your pet's going in, careful.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
This one will spawn ads.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Matt, if you can pick up the next lot of ads.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
D-Sack.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Rock face first. Let's do that.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I need to target something first.
Ollie, you judging wisdom,
Isn't
please?
ready yet. That's still recharging.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't cast that yet.
Glad we're doing this on normal. Okay, so Nemo, I know you're listening, so I'll get you on the first DSAC of the first slum spray. Holly, do you have DSAC or a mastery?
AM.
Alright, I'll get the second one. Guess I better explain it just in case some people don't know. On the outside corners, you will see from the corner it will come a ooze flood. So one will spawn here, one will spawn where the warlock is now. It's those corners, and what it does is it does a full rotation, but it's a bit random, so it may go one with the green, one with the purple, which means that then either 3 or 4 will either be one behind the boss, those two. Don't stand in the green shit. Does a nasty debuff, dot damage, and will slow you. You'll get a mutating infection. If you get a mutated infection, it will get dispelled probably. You need to run to the tank on the outside. That'll be me because a warrior won't be very good at doing that. So Fat Matt will have to tank the boss. So run to star if you get your mutated infection. And then you want to stay on me until the second mutated infection comes with the little ooze, and we join 2 little oozes together and make a big ooze. Now I can't taunt the little ooze off you, I can only taunt the big ooze. The big ooze has a AoE pulsating damage around him, so you don't want to stand within 6 or 7 yards of him. Unless you're the person with the next mutating ooze, you'll run 2-star. As you get to me, don't sprint or boots to me, just run to me. And then run through the ooze, so your little ooze touches the big ooze, and then they'll join. But don't just stand there while it joins, you just run through out the back side of it and go back to where you were. Don't go back to where you were unless the ooze joins. Does that, it has sticky ooze, the small green circles on the ground. Now, when we get to, yeah, I'll drop a feast for when we get to 5 stacks on the big ooze, when the next little ooze spawns, it'll explode the big ooze. You'll hear DBM say spray. At that point, when it says spray, start to look for a direction to where another player is not occupied, because what it does, it shoots up missiles, green missiles up into the air, and then you got a few seconds to move out of the way, and wherever they land, they'll do like, so in normal mode, probably only hit you for 11k per hit. In heroic, you'll hit you for a lot more. So you want to make sure that when it says move, you move to a place that isn't occupied. The main thing that's probably going to kill us here is slime spray. Everyone's stacked up too much, so we'll tank him in the middle, and then you want to spread 360. Everyone wants to spread 360 around the boss. Now, if the slime spray comes to me and you can avoid it, walk behind the boss, or if you're just off to the side, you can dodge it. It's a cone. It comes out, it'll hit, 120 degrees in front of him, everyone in that direction. You want to pop a cooldown or a health stone at that point if you can to survive. Everyone up to date with this? I'm the Starman. So you run. I'll be off tanking because a warrior can't tank the ooze. It has to be a pally or a DK.
I've got a DK that's gonna join, I think. Fourth place, do you have a marksman off spec? Of this. Yeah, we'll let 4th place go marksman. I have a DK tank, but I'm not too shit, this prop pally got offline. I was gonna invite this prop pally instead.
Invite the prop pally. That's fine.
Yeah, I was just making sure that we had the AP buff.
We will be running, for us, not this run, but for us, we'll be running double prop pally. It's just a meta. DKs do have some good points. It's nothing a pally can't do.
Yeah, fuels get pretty thick too, certain fights. Yeah, I mean, we can go ahead and pull now on normal.
Yeah, well, go now then. You're ready to go. Is everyone here? Everyone's here. We need to get everyone here. Who's this Russian dude I can't even pronounce that. Is he coming? Is he AFK? He's AFK.
I'm gonna solve this issue. If he's been AFK this whole time, I'm gonna drop him. I've got an enhanced shaman. That'll solve our attack power issue. But I'm gonna get this tank in here. Another pally. Alright, so now you can just stay survival. You have an enhance.
Matt, you can go back to Fury or DPS, whatever.
I need to get closer.
how do we find out when the raids are open for the PTR?
So until the 20th.
Close Wednesday morning at like 11 p.m. Pacific. Or 11 a.m. Pacific.
I thought it was just you could only raid at certain times.
No.
Today until Wednesday morning.
We'll probably have I'm assuming they're gonna have a third PTR session. You know, Batman. We got this Pally thing in here.
He's in here. Oh, you mean Discord? Oh, he's in here? Yeah, cool. Did you get my wristband, dude?
Just wait on this enhanced shaman to come. There he is.
Jackson, can you do big ooze or not?
On the other side? Yeah, I can do biggest on the other side.
No, there's only one big ooze that spawns.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm on. Sorry. Yeah, that's fine. I can do biggest.
Alright, I'll mark you.
Sorry, I thought we were standing in front of the other guy for a second.
Cool. I'm ready when you are.
Your flasks. Alright, send a ready check. Make sure nobody drifted off and we'll get it rocking.
Can you make a quick run through of the strat? Just a reminder, be patient.
Yeah, sure. So ooze floods, four corners of the room, don't stand him, nasty debuff, nasty slow, nasty damage. Boss will cast slime spray in a cone direction in front of him. If you're a melee, run behind him. If you're a range, try to move to the side or run through him if you can. And pop a cooldown like a bark skin or a health stone. Nima's getting the first D-sack on the first slime spray, I'll get the second. Jackson, can you get the third slime spray D-sack, please? Now, little ooze, so you get a mutated infection. After it expires or gets expelled, you'll get a little ooze that runs on you. You need to run it to Star, which is the Star tank. You stay there if you're the first person. When the second person gets it, they will also run, and you will stay there until your two little oozes become a big ooze, and then you'll run out. Everyone after that will only ever have to run to the tank, and then take their little ooze to run through, make sure the little ooze runs through the big ooze, and back out the other side, and then once they've joined, you can come back in as DPS, but you don't want to stand too close to the big ooze for too long. The AoE damage that pulses off it will kill you. There's little circles that spawn on the ground, which are the sticky ooze, watch them. And also, once the big ooze gets 5 stacks, once it's at 5 stacks and the next little ooze spawns, you'll hear your DBM say, not your DBM, your Foji say, spray, start to look for a position that's clear that has no other player standing at that point. And then as soon as it says move to that point, and missiles will come out of the big ooze and they will hit the ground. If you're standing where you originally were, you will die. You have to move, but don't move until you hear the word move. You can have 4 or 5 people move to the same spot, but as long as nobody was there before it said move. Alright, so Nemi, you're first, I'm second, Daxon, you're third on Slum Spray DSAC. You don't have Foji. Radio. I'll put Foji in general chat for you now.
No,
actually, I'll call it.
Too long to.
No, I'll just call move. Everyone ready? Ready, check?
Yep.
Looks like everyone's, no, 4 plays not there. Tell us when you're ready, 4 play. Is there? Okay, pull timer 15.
Three.
Don't
Two.
arm me again now.
One.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't
Infection's
ready
on sweet.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Jackson get assist. Star came off.
Who needs assist? Jackson?
The tank.
Jackson.
Yeah, you.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Okay, so where do I go with?
Just go to the other little ooze, you just take it to the other little ooze, and you join them. You become big ooze.
Good news, everyone. That spell isn't
And then when they come big, is run away.
That's still recharging.
All right, 3 uses.
You can't tank it, dude. You need to kite it. Jackson.
Yeah, cutting.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. Everyone. The slime is that spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Get marched.
Can't cast that
Spread.
All right, that's 4.
That's still recharging. Everyone. The slime is
Ooze will explode soon.
I can't cast that yet.
Get ready to spread a little bit so you know where you're going.
Spread.
That spell isn't ready yet. Good news.
That's 5. The next one's gonna have to be held together.
Move.
That's still recharging.
Move.
You have 2. Bring it to square. Gotta bring him to square.
I can't cast that.
I'm the tank. It's on me, I think. Is it? Yeah, it's on me.
All right, I got 2.
That spell isn't ready yet.
That's automatically 4.
I can't cast that yet. That's
5's about to hit.
I can't cast that yet.
Bring it to the big ooze.
Still recharging. Great news, everyone.
Hero?
The slime is
Yeah, here.
again.
Plus it.
Freedom yourself, Jackson.
That spell
Get that other little ooze over.
I'm about to
Ooze
pick
that
up
sound at the back.
that ooze. You gotta stay until it picks it up.
news, everyone. The slime is flowing again. I can't cast that.
Run in front of the tank, or in front of the tank's path.
It's about to go to 5 automatically.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
It's going to spray, so get ready to move
It's gonna blow. It's gonna blow. It's gonna blow.
and move.
Still recharging.
Move.
All right, we have 1, 2. Bring them together.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Take him back to the middle.
Spray.
That's still recharging. The slime
None of her
spell
combined.
isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
I have 5, but none of them combined.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Lost it.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. Good news, that spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. Poison slime bites.
That's what Goth does.
That's still recharging.
Off to Festigar.
How does this work? We just need if we need, or we have any?
Yeah, no, need if you need. Just be careful, don't walk too front. Let the rogue disarm traps, there'll be traps in there.
Everything around us is starting to fade. I would never change it. But I can't help the nights when I lie awake. Fatality! I don't miss the Fatality!
What are you talking about? Trying to heroic. What are you talking about trying to heroic?
You're talking about it?
What are your thoughts about trying to heroic?
We could do it if you want.
So why not? I mean, it's one of the easier buffs for heroic. See how it goes. Fuck it, we'll do one pull.
Well, I'll post a picture in general chat for people. Oh, that's the first picture. Everyone have a look at general chat, text, post 3 pictures in there. Alright, that's pretty much location. This boss for melee, we'll go with melee first, so explain it. Very similar to Algalon with the Cosmic Smash, left foot, right foot, yep. So what we've got is we've got a spell, it's called Malleable Goo that comes in. It's a green slime on the ground, it's very hard to see when the gaseous blight's all over the ground, so you need to watch out melee. I might just get one of the melee holy if you're in there. If you just call left foot, right foot for me, please. What it is you need to move to the right if it's on the left. If you get hit, it'll reduce your casting speed by 250%, and you'll do a hell of a lot less damage. Plus, you'll take some damage as well. If a healer gets hit by it, it's pretty bad. What's that for spores? Oh, sorry. I saw our stacking America confidence is low. Okay. So what will happen is there will be gaseous blight on the ground. Then he will inhale 3 times. At the start, when he's got no stacks of inhale, he will do high raid damage. As he inhales, he'll do less raid damage and more tank damage. So his damage and his haste will increase by 30% damage and 30% haste. That'll stack to 3 times. At 3 stacks, he'll hit pretty hard, which reminds me, I've got to put my Glyph of Salve on. Glyph of Salve. And what we're trying to do is rotate cooldowns on the tanks to keep them alive. This will last for 30 seconds, which then he will then do a massive shadow AoE damage. So this AoE damage hits everyone for about 50 or 75k, I can't remember. It's a one shot. So how we counter that, during this phase there will be gas spores. 3 of them will spawn. We don't know where they'll spawn. They could spawn all 3 in range, all 3 in melee. They could spawn 1 in melee and 2 in range, vice versa. But what we want to do is we want to keep 1 gas spore in with the melee, and we'll talk about that more in a second. And then we want 2 on the outside. So the second picture, you can see 2 groups where the 2 healers are standing, where the range will clomp onto them. Now, if you're in melee and there's 2 spores in melee, one of you may need to run out and shield the range. Now, if the range, you don't get one, just run into the other group and make sure you get that gas spore. You need 3 stacks of this, and it'll reduce the shadow damage you take by 75%. If you don't get it, you may die. Yeah, it's a one shot. What you also want to do is you always want to have 8 people outside in their outside range, spread 12 or range 10 on this one, for vial gas. Now the vile gas will disorient and do some damage. If you're all stacked, it'll spread and cleave everyone. If there's not enough people in range, it'll hit the melee and will wipe. So you need to make sure that you are that spread 10. Healers, you definitely want to 100% dodge that malleable goo. It's probably a tank death if one of our holy pallies gets hit by malleable goo. So talking about the gas ball for the melee, if you have a look at the third picture, you can see where Skull is, how he's moved a little bit forward of the melee DPS to share the spore with the tank and the DPS. So where the tank is now, you can see that distance, he will still receive it. Other than that, just rotate cooldowns. Anyone unsure of what's going on here? I can throw a few. Might just mark a few people. So I'll mark the Resto Druid as 1. You can have that. I'll mark the other Resto. You're blue. You can have a green. Okay. So put green flare is the Disc Priest, you can stand on them, and then everyone clumps on the spore on them, and make sure we get a spore out to that group. Okay, the purple one is for the Resto Druid, which I'll make you purple, so you clump on that. All the range you want to spread outwards as per the first photo. Yep, you take purple, yep. Everyone else want to spread outwards of those healers, so more mobile classes. You don't want to wait and stay. If you get a vile gas, you may kill someone, and that's not good. So range 10.
Can you say again why you put the mark on me and where you want me to go, or you just want everybody to come stack on me when I go?
You're the Disc Priest, so you're green. You'll just stand on the green flare the whole fight.
Okay.
Wasn't listening on that part. I assume I was held. No. Anima, you're purple flare, so you just stand on purple flare when we start, not now, and then all the range will clump on you for the spore. Now, when the gas spores, when you get them, make sure that one goes to the green, make sure one goes to the purple, one in the melee. Now, if you're in one of those side groups and a spore's not coming to you, make sure you just duck in with the melee really quickly if you're close, or if you can make it a purple, but you need to make sure that you do get those gas balls. They don't go off straight away. You've got about 7 or 8 seconds before they explode. I may call for a pain sup. Riz a disc. You right to do that? Or are you holy? Sorry, I haven't even checked if you disc.
No, I'm just...
So I may call for a pain sup. When I call for it, you'll have to hit me pretty quick with it. But I'll normally shield wall, and then I'll say, pain sup me in 5, 4, 3. I'll do a countdown for you.
Kazam, right?
Yep. I'll tank second. So for the tanks, Dax, and I'll probably explain it, but you might already know it, I don't know what your knowledge is of it. You can't taunt on this fight willy-nilly. You need to only use taunt when you can. If you use taunt on this boss, it'll put a debuff on him for 100 seconds and nobody can re-taunt for that 100 seconds. So what happens is the tanks will get a debuff. You would take that debuff to 9 stacks. On your 8th stack, pop a cooldown. And then when you hit 9 stacks, I'll taunt off you. And then we'll go like that again. So once I taunt that once off, he would then be taunt immune for that. During that time, once I taunt, you need to either stop DPS or you need to remove your Righteous Fury, because those 9 stacks will give you a damage increase buff. And with that damage increase, you'll easily rip threat back off me. So either just stand still, don't hit, or take your Righteous Fury off, whichever you choose to do. Rotate the cooldowns. You'll have to make sure that you save your cooldowns to rotate when you taunt back. So you'll go you, then me, then you again. Make sure that you save your defense cooldowns, trinkets, whatever you've got, where the beefiest gear you got. Once he has 3 stacks, you got to rotate your cooldowns. to survive. If you've got a glyph of salve, you can put that on yourself as well.
Yeah, I put it on.
Okay. Other than that, let's give it a go. See how we go. Remember, melee, it's like Alkaline, left foot, right foot, holy. Can you please call them?
Yep. And melee can stick with square, Severyn Park.
Tricks into Daxon on the pool.
A weak aura lag.
No, you don't need to move at all, Anima.
I'm ready.
Yep. I'll do a pull time. Range 10 people, make sure you are spread. So you want to clump on the spore and then spread out once the spore's gone.
Three, two,
Tricks to Daxon.
1.
Take him middle of the room, take him middle of the room.
Yep.
That's still recharging.
Alright, everyone right foot.
That spell isn't ready.
I've got threat. Don't taunt, whatever you do. Just pull it back. Have you taunted?
Yeah, I taunted.
That's the cooldown on.
Yeah, but that should be fine for 100 seconds.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. Go.
Alright, Goo's coming out. Watch out. Or melee, move to the left. Move to the left.
Spread.
Every time you see Goo, we're just going to move.
Isn't ready yet. I did. Go. I can't cast.
Goo, move to the right.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Yeah. I'm gonna. It was a good attempt, guys, but listen, let's just go normal. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it that I died right off the bat?
I don't know, man.
It's on the
I'll have to
line.
have a look.
Spread range 10, you got vial gas. And then both of you spat and puked and just got CC'd. And then.
Yeah, you died to vial gas from the warlock.
Spread.
And he died from you.
So I was on my mark, so he was too close to me then?
Correct.
I can't cast that yet.
Yeah. People are just not going to do the mechanics, so we'll just have to do it on normal.
And when the spores spawn, ideally all run to the flare spots. Nobody was clustering there at all.
No, that's fine. Listen, it's a good look. Everyone have a good quick. Yeah, but we'll just do it normal.
So basically, we're just supposed to stand on the mark and range 10 around them, right? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Like,
And
literally,
the
that is.
spores, one ranged got the spores. They just gotta run to the marks. Everybody else as well. Like, i.e., the healer positions on the flares. And then once the spores run out, we just spread again. Can happen that a spore spawns, doesn't spawn in the melee camp, then somebody just has to run melee with the spore to give it to them. But you'll see it, and somebody just needs to call it.
How long you guys been here?
A little while, to say the least. But yeah, that's ITC in general.
Yeah, trash.
Also 25. It's also 25 men.
Was it trash spawn after 2 hours or 3 hours? I forgot.
Will someone you up?
I don't think they've been in the raid for 2 hours. I remember you guys were building.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember when we started, but
prior to 2 a.m.
it took forever to fill off the rip anyways, because we feel like we had a terrible time, but it's what it is. But yeah, I mean, everybody here is just knocking off dust for when it actually releases, so.
I found a really good 10-man 2 weeks ago. Went right up to Sindragosa in under 3 hours. It was the best one I had. That was 10 men.
Yeah, luckily the people who are actually on PTR, not brain dead, like, do actually spend time going to PTR, actually have some sort of.
I'm out of range.
But retails, when it actually releases, it's going to be a nightmare for bugs.
I was in a 10-man on the first week release, and the Druid tank jumped right off the fucking boat and just missed the other boat completely. It was so funny to watch.
Can you relink the disc, please, Holly? In the race?
He's looking in here.
Is he? Can you Holly?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks, but I'm here.
Yeah, change is normal right now. Again, same strats, same mechanics, a lot less damage. So. Go ahead and send it right.
And very important that you guys. I can't remember if it's normal if you get the vial gas. I don't think we do, but we'll see.
I'll get
normal. You don't get the blobs.
The blobs that get thrown aren't in normal.
Oh, Malibu goo, yes. Yeah. Okay, so you still get the vial gas, yeah.
Yeah. So still to spread.
Still spread range. Range.
You still have to inoculate.
I think we still get the
probably just said
just don't get the Malibu goo.
Oh. I'm not going to hit the boss at all for the first few seconds, Daxon. You just go.
Yep.
I'll do a ready check and full time.
We're just going to lust off your rip here.
Yeah, right off the bat, just lust.
So again, melee can stack with square. Just move with me.
Just say when you're ready, foreplay.
Can you dish out another mark for one of the heals so that everybody knows where to run to for spores? So you just run to those marks.
Yeah, here we go.
You want flare down there. One. That one. Alright. But make sure that if you're the range, you're running outside of those. Don't run. Not everyone can stack in the middle. Everyone has to run. Some people are throwing the outside. Daxon.
3, 2, 1.
Check your middle. Start right foot melee.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Just
That's
an
it.
ordinary gas
That
cloud.
spell isn't ready yet.
But watch out, because that's no ordinary gas cloud.
Right foot.
I can't.
As soon as you see... No, you won't see goo. Oh. We can just DPS, sweet.
That's
Alright,
still
spores.
recharging.
Run 2 marks.
So that melee one, yep, perfect. Tank move in a little bit closer.
That spell isn't
Yeah.
ready yet. That's
Spread.
still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Spread.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Alright, I run into melee. Slimes runs into melee.
Move a little bit closer to the tank, please, Slumps.
Can't cast that yet.
Spread.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Did you get it? Sorry.
Yeah, you got it, you got it.
That's still
Pop cooldown, Daxon.
Alright, cooldown pop.
Kazam will be taunting in 5.
I can't
3, 2, 1, taunting.
recharging. spell isn't ready.
Registry's up.
Stop attacking, Daxon. You don't pass me. Cool.
Got him
I have
out.
it.
Spores.
I turned it off.
Spread. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
To the big one.
That ability isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
But save your cooldowns defensively, Daxon, for when it's your turn.
Still recharging.
Yep.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Alright. Star, run far camp. Oh, we need to spread it.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
I got 10 seconds.
Recharging.
Yeah, no, wait till I get 9 stacks.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Alright. Daxon taunting in 3, 2, 1. Taunt Daxon.
That's still recharging. Spread. I can't cast that yet.
I've sacrificed on you.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Have you got your divine protection? Pop it now.
Spell isn't ready yet.
Perfect.
Remember to go in all together on the next room.
Professor P.
Sorry, can we just quickly do one test of the boss and wipe it on hardcore or heroic? Because I want to see whether the plague works this PTR. Last
Yeah, it
PTR,
does.
the plague didn't spread.
It does.
Okay, it's working. Alright, perfect, thanks.
Yeah, still on normal. This group won't get it.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Half of them walked in already. Look at the room. That should tell you who you're playing with.
I don't have a target. I
Yeah,
can't
slow
cast
pokes.
that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
I've got raid in half hour, man.
And you're running another ICC run, or are you doing DGC?
No, I've got to go to TGC. Yeah, I run duty KPs. Well, I don't run them, but I'm on the main tank for it.
Yeah, I can always go. Holy cow! Just not even. I mean, Let me just find one more DPS, and I'll just go Holy Valley since we're not going to run for that much longer.
Yeah, I'm just going to take a quick piss.
Which I had obviously the guy before I got, or after I got my Val, but. Yeah, just suggest invite.
Close my eyes, swimming in the flashing lights. All I see is gold. We live for these moments.
I mean, just get late for some people. It's not a big deal.
No, I mean, I'm happy to do a wipe attempt, but I'll have to go pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, we can always try to 23 mana if we really want to. This is normal. Yeah, fucking, we'll try to 4 heal it. I'll stay red.
Daxon, you know how to do the A-bomb? I can do it.
I've never done it.
It's probably a good shot, like tanking this boss. If you've tanked one boss, you tank the moon boss. Okay, so you want to do the A-bomb?
Sure, if you don't mind me learning, but
that's. I've done A-bomb. I understand it. So
yeah. I just gotta slow. It's more of I know I'm supposed to slow the ads when they come out and then suck up the goop, but I just never done it.
Yeah, so take your time to have a look at it. You get energy back for sucking up the goop, right? And then one of the abilities will slow, and the other one will just do mass damage. When we first pull, there's a flask where he's facing now. There'll be a flask on the table. Yep. Drink that, and about 5 seconds later, you'll transform into an A-bomb. What I'll do is, where I'm dropping this green flare, we're going to drop the first pile here. You could ignore that pile where that green flare is on the right-hand side, and whatever else, you need to just stuck up the puddles 100% completely. On this one, the green ooze will spawn, then it'll be the orange ooze. The orange ooze is the more dangerous one. That's the one you want to slow.
Okay.
In hard mode, they'll spawn at the same time. Alright, so Melee, we're going to stack on top of the green ooze target, and we're going to position yourself so when you get knocked back that you're running in the same direction that the person getting targeted is getting knocked back. Who's AFK now?
I'm not sure. We'll see during the ready check.
I'm ready to just have a quick shot of this, so I'm going to have to go soon.
Yeah. We have a lot of people that need to go after this, and they'll probably maybe get some sleep too after this boss, so we'll just do a quick summary. Pretty much had everything, then we'll send it, never spend any more time waiting around.
I'm missing kings, yeah.
Yeah, Pallies need kings as well. I believe our other Holy Pillars running kings.
Are you going to explain the fight?
Run Kings. I'll let you do it. You probably have a little bit better well versed than I am at this.
Alright, so Professor Pushside has a few abilities. At the start, he will drop ooze, which we will all carry, and we'll all stack tight against the wall on the right-hand side where that green flare is. He will drop bombs, which we need to move out as they'll explode. When the bombs drop, I'll move Professor P to this white flare, and that location is where the green ooze will spawn. We need to kill that green ooze as quick. Every DPS, every person is to do it, and then it'll channel and target one person. Yeah, can't remember if they can kite. I know in orange they can kite, but I'm not sure if they can move with the green ooze target. Snared. I think you can blink if you're facing away, but other than that, I don't think you can. So what we're going to do is we're all going to stack on it, so when it explodes, it'll knock us all in the same direction, hence why we need to be on the side that it's targeting. So green, like a green rope will go from the ooze to the target, and we're going to stand on the same side of the ooze as that green target, so we all get knocked away again. So when it retargets the next person, it doesn't instantly kill them because there's not enough people there. The other one that spawns is an orange ooze, which I will put with a purple one. That'll spawn about where that purple flare is. That one's very dangerous. That's the one that the big A-bomb has to slow, and we have to DPS before it hits the target, so we need to kill it. That one there, when you get it, you can kite it, you can move, you can save your rocket boots till when it gets close. You can come this way hard up against the wall, or you can go hard up against the wall and then go to where Professor P is and loop around, and you just don't want it to ever touch you. Daxon, you're learning A-bomb. I think I've already explained that. Make sure you get the slow on the orange, make sure you suck up the other green ooze. Phase 3, you'll literally start dropping green ooze everywhere, and we have to sort of kite around the room. All the rest, I think it's only hard mode that he does the plague, which spreads, which we probably won't get. That's a different story. We're only doing normal mode. Anyway, I reckon we're going to wipe, so let's have a quick look at it, and then
We still need kings. Paladins, please.
Yeah, somebody's now set me to kings now. I thought I've lost my pally. Cool. Anyone else missing?
Maximize.
Yeah, cool. Alright, sweet.
If all the pallies redo their pally power for their kings, they will have kings.
I'm into SS who? SS a druid. One of the druids that's commonly dying. I'm not sure which one that is. Just so if they do die, they can batter us. Alright. Pool.
Also, just quick note, I posted in raid chat, melee's on the green ooze. Wait till it has a target before you go near it. So otherwise you might stand next to it, get targeted yourself, and blast.
Don't do like I did. Charge every time on the knockback.
You're only doing...
Everyone knows the storm. Okay, so every range will get you hard up against the wall. Once we've gone hard up against the wall, we move away from the explosions.
3,
I want you to move
2,
to that white flare
1.
range.
Good news, everyone.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Perfected a play.
That's
will
still
destroy
recharging.
all
I can't
life on
cast that yet.
Azeroth.
Everyone hard up against the wall. Stack up. On this wall, people. Move, 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 move. That ooze has now been baited in the middle. That's bad.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that. Green ooze.
Can't DPS a spell.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Let's move, I guess.
Not ready
Yeah,
yet.
probably get a slow on this green if you can.
That
Nice.
spell isn't ready yet. It's too far away. That's still recharging.
Red ooze.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Oh, we transitioned. Horrible.
Yeah. That
Oh, so
orange
this is
ooze has to
like
die.
dead.
Everyone needs to kill the orange ooze as fast as they can.
It's just like Smite from Dead Mines. That's all it is.
What? Where'd those come from?
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Everyone kill the orange ooze.
Go.
Alright, slowed.
That's what Nobagoo.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast
Green
that
ooze.
yet.
Phase 2.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. I can't do that yet.
I've been slowly writing how to do these bosses. I haven't got through to Professor P yet to write the things, so I'm not 100% over it.
Why people are still on boss if we have oozes?
Don't know, man. I caught it many times, stop on these.
Bombs.
See the bombs, the choking gas bombs? So what'll happen is when we first pull, on the right hand side, everyone hard hug that wall. The first ooze will go down, we'll ignore the first green ooze on that ground. I'll move him to the another position further down where the choking bombs are dropped, and then once they've dropped, I move